I'm going to show on this video the quiet books I made for my twin niece and nephew for Christmas. Some of what I did came from Simplicity Pattern number 3709, which is this one here, and which I adapted for my own use. The finished book in that pattern was 8 inches square, and I wanted a larger book with more pages. So I also found ideas on Pinterest and Etsy.com, and I came up with a couple on my own. I cut my pages 11 inches wide by 12 inches high, and I used 1/4 inch seams. Take a look. This is Jonah's book. I embroidered the first page with a personalized message for him. The second page has the alphabet embroidered with upper and lowercase letters to help him learn his alphabet. And then next is the Put Your Hand in the Mitten page. The next page has a caterpillar, and the body sections come off so he can rearrange them and put them back with the matching colored circle. Next is the Count the Beads page. He can move the beads around and count them and have fun learning to do his numbers from 1 to 10. This is the Tie the Shoe page. On this page, Jonah can practice tying and untying his shoes. It might take him a while since he's only 2, but hopefully he'll be able to grow with this book for a long time. This is the Walk the Dog page. The dog comes out on his leash and then goes back in the doghouse. This page will help Jonah learn his shapes. They're stuck on with Velcro, and each one has an outline in the color of the shape that it goes with. I also tried to use fabrics that had the shape of whatever shape I was using. So we've got baseballs in the circle, and there are triangles in the triangle one, and the star has little stars on it, and so forth. Then the penguins on this page can jump up and down on the snow. These were made using stiff felt for the backs. I fused the fabric with Wonder Under, but left a strip of paper up the middle so that I could thread the cord up the back side. This page is for counting the carrots. Each carrot is embroidered with a number to match its place in the dirt, so he can pull the carrots out and put them back and count the carrots. One of my favorite pages is the tent. When it unzips, there's a picture of Jonah inside. I stitched a vinyl pocket there, and I left the bottom part open so that his mom and dad can take that picture out and put different ones in from time to time, and then he'll be surprised when he opens the tent. This is the Make a Face page. There's a pocket here that holds a bunch of different facial features. And he has a pre-embroidered face that can be added to. We have different eyes and noses and mouths and things like that. I'm going to make a little clown face here. So he's got his hair and a red nose and a mouth. And those can come off, and we can make another one with hair and a mustache, and we can change the eyes, and there's a pair of glasses, and the glasses can be worn different ways. Let's see, here's a different nose and another pair of eyes, and he can even be sticking his tongue out. So Jonah can have a lot of fun making different silly faces. This page has lots of sparkly things that he can shake around or move around, and it's a vinyl pocket that's sewn on, and then I added the little filling and stitched it down with some bias trim so nothing will fall out. And this is the button the shirt page, so all these little buttons come open, and then he can rebutton them and practice his buttoning skills. The barn page is one of the few places where I used felt instead of fabric. I tried to use regular fabric wherever I could just because I think it will hold up better over the years. Inside the barn are finger puppet animals. And then they go back in their little place. And then on the next page, there's an apple tree, and he can pick the apples and put them in the little apple basket. And these all just snap on and off. This set of pages has a matching game. There's an envelope here where all the pieces are held. And I've embroidered little African animals on all of these pieces. It's all done on stiff felt, and I backed it with a zebra print. So they get turned face down, and there are 8 pairs of animals that he can match. The last page is the goldfish bowl, and the bowl lifts up. It's made of vinyl and just trimmed with bias trim, and then he can take the fish off and move them around and put them back in. Many of the pages have removable pieces or pieces that move on the page. Most of these were done with stiff felt and fused to fabric and then appliqued. I backed each page with fusible interfacing and put a layer of fleece between each set of pages that were back to back. This is Jonah's book. Claire's book is very similar to Jonah's, but not completely identical. I did a personalized page for Claire as well. This book also has the alphabet page and the shapes page. And there is Claire's caterpillar and her put your hand in the mitten page. And this is the tie your shoe page. And then for her counting page, I did balloons. And these balloons all snap on and off, and they all have matching numbers that go with the matching fabric, so she can match the numbers up. And then this is Claire's tent, and when you unzip it, there's little Claire on the inside, and again the pocket is open so the picture can be removed and replaced. And instead of a walk the dog page, Claire has what's in the egg, and there's a little chick inside. And this is her sparkly page, and then she also has a count the beads page. And here is her barn. She has a couple of different animals from Jonah's. And then she also has the apple tree page. Now this page is the Make a Cupcake page, and there's a pocket here with different tops and bottoms. So she can take these off and then make different cupcakes. And then when she's done, these just all go back in the little pouch. This is the Button the Flowers page. All of these come off and they're held on with little buttons. And then this page, the fish swim on the line. There's a whale chasing the fish, and all of these move back and forth. And here is her penguin page where they're jumping on the snow again, and the goldfish bowl. And then for the last page, I just did lots of buttons. I had this fabric that already was a striped pattern, so I used those stripes and sewed on all kinds of different buttons that I had, and most of them have shanks on them, and I didn't want to just use thread and have her be able to pull them off and maybe swallow them, so I threaded ribbon through them, and then I stitched down the ribbon between the buttons so that she can move them around, but she can't really pull them off, and she can practice naming the butterflies and the ladybugs and the bees, or the different colored flowers, and just have fun with all the colors and the textures. And that is Claire's book. I hope you enjoyed looking at all the different pages. I had a lot of fun making them. It took me about 4 months to do both books, and so they're getting them a little bit late for Christmas, but anyway, I think it's something that they'll be able to enjoy for many years to come, and thanks for watching.